axles on. And when he give you the green light, you put your trailer on there. And if he give you the green light or the red light, depending on how much you weigh, then it's up to him. But anyway, guys, this is a small scale. You can't fit your whole truck on it, and then so you have to do it scale by scale. I'm making this video because when I first did, I didn't know what to do. Shoot, I'm looking at the scale. I said I can't put my whole truck on this. So, and then no one teach me. So, hey, I'm teaching you guys. We're gonna put the front axle on, and we're gonna watch the light over there. You feel me? Bypass, well not bypass, he had to go over it, but he's not checking. So we good. So the sign to say forward. And I don't know why they put the scale here, because it's in a bad spot. Watch this. See, I had to come all the way over to the left. All the way over to the left. Just so I can see to my right. Plus I'm in the sleeper now, so I'm not in the daycare. So I have to come all the way over here. Then whip it hard to the right, just so I can see what's coming. Yeah. We got a couple cars coming right now, so I ain't gonna take no change out to anybody. But if you guys, if you haven't, like, share, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell, and so you can know when I'm dropping these videos. All right, get on back on the road. Mississippi line to head into Louisiana. But first we gotta go through Angie, then Warner though. Once we get to Warner though, then we go to Buckaloo from going to the field called 2 miles. Gotta load the chippers on the back. You know what I'm saying? Loaded like a freight train, moving like an airplane, baby. You already know, baby. I'm just a man with a truck trying to make a buck. But anyway, y'all, let me stop playing. And I just want to say I appreciate everybody that have watched the video. The day in the life of a log truck driver. It's still getting views. But my subscribers not going up like I want. What's up, y'all? What's up with that? We logging, man. We logging. One of the most dangerous jobs in the world, man. I need some subscribers, man. I'm trying to get that money. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You press that subscribe button. I'm gonna keep dropping videos. I ain't gonna stop. But y'all, what I have to say about logging, man, logging is one of the most dangerous jobs that you can have to me. I've been a welder, I've been a cook and bad food place, you know what I'm saying? I worked offshore, I worked warehouses, manufacturing companies, all this kind of stuff. Man, getting my cdls has been one of the best things that ever happened in my life. I wish I would have got into trucking when I was straight out of high school. Unfortunately, I did not do that. I took another route, went to college. Well, I waited about 6 months, then I went to college for welding. And it had been welding ever since, I got out of college. I actually didn't even finish college before I was welding. I just kept it going, you know what I'm saying? But, man, I appreciate y'all.
I went for the truck buying the rack.
I thought he was talking to me on the radio. But y'all, getting my CDL has been a blessing. I've been able to, I've been over the road.
I didn't see you in there.
I've been over the road to cut the radio down. I've been over the road. I've been to almost every state. Not quite all of them. But I wouldn't have it no other way. I went over the road first. Well, no, I'm sorry. Let me slow down. When I started driving with my best friend, riding with my best friend, when I would get off work, I would jump in the truck with him, and he would show me how to shift. And I got some previous videos on my phone that I was looking at the other night when he would let me get in the driver's seat and I would actually shift. And compared to where I'm shifting now, man, it's amazing. But I've been over the road. All right, let me stop. I went and trained with him. All right, he left and went over the road, and so I ended up going to Swift Academy. Wow, what can I say? I went to Swift Academy, y'all, in Memphis, Tennessee. When I say that place, I rate that place out of 5 stars. I give it a 1. I give it a 1 because they tried. Yeah, I give them 1 because they tried. But can I just give y'all a rundown of me? I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. All right, the guy that I was training with was my best friend, my bro. I love him. You know what I'm saying? He left and go on the road, so I was like, well, I really didn't have nobody to jump in the truck to learn how to do it. So I was like, well, he showed me a little bit. I know enough to go to school. So I got my permits, got my own medical card, all that. Ended up going to Swift Academy in Memphis, Tennessee. Mind you, I got a wife. At that time, I had a wife, and I think we had 3 kids, or 4 kids. I can't quite remember. Because all my kids are kind of back to back. But anyway, I had a 2008 white Silverado, 4.8 in it. Nice truck on 26. I'm gonna put a clip in there. Hopefully I can. But I went and got a title on that truck because I didn't want to leave my wife and kids. Like I said, I was going to school, so I wasn't gonna have Swift don't pay you no money. So I went and got a title on $2,500 title on the truck to hold us over while I was in school for 6 weeks to get my license. All right, went to Swift. Well, went to Memphis, drove up there in Horn Lake, Mississippi. That's where we were staying at. It was like 5 minutes from Memphis. The state line is right there. And so I would go up there. I went up there for like 3 weeks straight. There was so many people up there trying to get cdls, and it was so discouraging. Because everybody that was on their last week and they would take their driving test was failing. I mean, like 98% of people were failing out of 100% getting that CDL. So it was kind of discouraging. And so, I would watch YouTube on how to shield, how to do it, what to do, blah, blah, pre-trip. I got so tired of watching pre-trip videos because you had to name over 100-something parts. And then you had to pass the pre-trip before you even make it to the back end. You had to pass the back before you even made it to the driving test. I had the backing part down, passed that with no problem, first try. Like I said, I pretty much knew how to drive. The shifting part, no problem. I passed the pre-trip, first trip time, but I failed on the air brakes because I forgot to fan them down. All right. But anyway, long story short, y'all, went there. I failed the first time. They give you 3 tries. Failed the first time. Alright, I was really discouraged because a lot of people weren't getting it. And then, I'm going to insert this clip if I can find it on my phone. You had students trying to teach students how to do stuff because they did not have no instructors. They might have had 3 instructors out of 200 and some people. You know what I'm saying? And I got a video where it wasn't nobody there. Wasn't nobody trying to help us. It's pretty much, you know what I'm saying, get it or fail, go home. They done got their money. Because here's the trick. You done made it past that first week, you automatically owe them over $5,000. Whether you get your CDLs or not. So they not caring. They not caring. And so, I failed the first try. Second try, got out there on the road, boom, clipped the curve. That's an auto fail. Real discouraging. Remind you, they had to stop classes for like a week and a half because they had so many students coming and wasn't passing and no instructors. So, made it to the 3rd week. I was back at home in Mississippi. I drove 4 hours up there, 4.5 hours up there to take my last try in my driving test. I drove 4.5 hours to take back up to Memphis from Collins to take my last driving test. I was pumped. I was like, you know what? I got this. Drove all the way, did my driving test, drove all the way back. And there was some people getting ready to cross the street. I'm a student, so I'm not experienced. about them across the street because it was coming to a yield sign. And when I came to that yield sign and allowed them across the street, not paying attention that my trailer tire done clipped the curb. Auto failed 30 times. Y'all, when I say I cried on my way home, I cried. Mind you, I lost my truck that I went got a title loan on because I wasn't making no money to pay it back. They wanted me to pay $700 or something back a month for a doggone truck that I got a $2,500 loan on, and it was paying. They had charged me over $7,000 in interest. So I was like, you know what, man? I didn't know what to do. I got my wife and kids at home. Here I am out here trying to make a better career for myself, and really didn't know what to do. So I cried on my way home. I cried. I called my wife. Cried on the phone with her and told her I just didn't know what to do. So what we do as humans when we don't know what to do, we go back to normal. So I went back to working my 75 welding job, you know what I'm saying, and pretty much gave up on getting my CDL. And then something came over me. I'm not a quitter, but I was confused on what to do, what my next move was, because I thought I made the best move, and it cost me my truck. It caused, you know what I'm saying, it caused me, you know what I'm saying, being back further, being set back further than what I was. And so I was working, you know, welding, and so I called the guy that owned the truck that I used to ride with my partner, and I asked him, did he have a driver that didn't mind me riding with them learning? And so he had a guy named Mr. Generator. Mr. Generator showed me everything I needed to know. And the great part about this, Mr. Generator was a CDL. He used to be a CDL instructor, tester. He used to be the one to give you a road test. So I feel like, well, boom, the door has opened up. God is blessing us, blah, blah, blah. So, rode Mr. Generator for a while, for 4 or 3 months. And in the meantime, remind you, the guy, Mr. Green, Raw Green, he didn't have to do it. But he was still paying me $300-400 a week just to ride with his other driver. While I'm learning now, I ain't even got CDL. I'm still on my permit. But the thing about the CDL permit, you can drive with somebody that got CDL. So Mr. Generator used to let me drive. Mr. Generator taught me everything I needed to know to pass the test and to be a successful off-road driver. On-the-road driver, period. So I went through a third-party tester, Mr. Tim. We got down there, paid Mr. Tim. I think it was like $150, $200. I can't quite remember. One of the trailer didn't have like a stick on there, so we couldn't do it. So man, you know what? I don't know what to do. So I ended up calling Pearl River Community College because they have third-party testers. You get to use their truck. You just pay them $200. Do your free trip, your air brake, your drive test. It's up you if you pass or fail. So my brother that taught me this stuff invested in me. And this is why it's very important that you invest in people. Because had not he would have invested in me, I didn't have the money at the time to go and pay Pearl River and still be on top of my bill because I got a mortgage, I got my wife truck, you know, I got my kids expenses, I got a life, you know what I'm saying? So to take $200 out on a 50-50 chance, you know, and I really didn't have the $200 to even spare, you know, so, but he invested in me. Shout out to my bro, Keisha Green. Watch this, bro. I love you. I'll never forget what you have done for me. Bro, I love you, man. We've been through so much together. And, man, I thank you for that. If you watch this video, I thank you for that. But anyway, long story short, went down to Pearl River, aced the test. Made the passed the test, went on my CDL, picked them up the next day. I still rode with Mr. Dunaway for probably about another 3-4 weeks to Mr. Ron had the truck available for me. And so when he got a truck available, I started driving on my own. And when I tell y'all, I've been driving ever since, baby. I've been popping girls ever since in this thing. But I just want to say shout out to Mr. Green for giving me an opportunity. Shout out to Mr. Generator for teaching me. Shout out to my boy Peter for investing in me. And that's why it's very important to have people in your circle that believe in you. You know, because had not Keisha believed in me, I'd probably still be welding or something. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Had not Mr. Generator invested in me, you know, I don't don't know where I'd be. Had not Mr. Green gave me the opportunity to drive his truck and not even give him no, bringing him no money. You know, it's very important to have people in your life that believe in you. And so, man, I thank God for them. And, you know, like I said, we've been logging ever since. And to this day, I'm with Mr. Green. You know, I had to leave for a few months to get my experience up so his insurance could cover me. But I ended up, you know what I'm saying, coming back to him. And I never want to drive for nobody else besides Mr. Green. You feel me? He don't talk to you in the kind of way he man respects you as a driver. He understands as a driver. You know, I have drove for people that when the truck turn, they blame everything on you, bro. Oh, it's my fault your truck turn. It's my fault the transmission go out. I know drivers can do stuff that cause things to happen, but don't talk to me like I'm a little kid. You know what I'm saying? Because we know the chances and the risks that we take when we get in this seat. When we get in behind this steering wheel, hey, you don't know if you're gonna make it home or not. So don't talk to me like I'm a child because something go wrong with the truck. When I'm taking a chance, risking my life to put money in both our pockets every day. But anyway, y'all, we're getting close to the meal. I'm gonna have to stop talking right now. But like, share, and subscribe, and hit that bell, man. You know what I'm saying? Share with a neighbor, share with a friend, share with a coworker, anybody, somebody. Just let's get these subscribers up now. We're getting the watch time up, and I appreciate that. Let's get these subscribers up. You know what I'm saying? Let's make it happen. Baby, logging is life for us, baby. This is what we do. Long truck driving at its finest, baby. Big E coming through like a freight train, you heard?